Hey y'all, welcome back to today's book. It's me, your host, Chelle, and back with us again is part-time co-host Whitley. We're excited to be back for another episode because it's been a hot minute.
Oh my God. A hot minute. It's right. It's been some hot minute months. Is it been a year?
Right. I know. Are we in 2025? So we're going to be yapping about the movie and book It Ends With Us. But before we get into that, it's time for our segment. We'll be sharing what we've been booked with lately, the new books we've added to our shelves, our current obsessions, and what we're currently reading. So get comfy, get cozy, and let's get started. Whitley, what have you been booked with?
Oh my God. Okay. So it's been forever, but basically, let's think. Yeah. So I was traveling forever. We're finally back. It's starting to really be fall here, which is amazing. The weather's been so good. So me and Peyton, basically on the weekends, we try to go to the playgrounds, some bookstores, libraries, whatever it may be. Because Jesse typically works on the weekends. So yesterday we went to the public library and they had a family story time event where they read to them and then she could color an owl and stuff. She met a little friend, Nolan. So she kept saying where'd Nolan go? It was so cute. And then there's a playground outside. So we did that. But other than that, I mean, I feel like it's just I've been freaking working my ass off, momming my ass off, and just trying to get my head right for the fall. I have so much coming up. A wedding, I'm in the wedding. And yeah, going to bookstores or libraries whenever I can and just blacking out and buying all the books.
I too have been blacking out at the bookstore.
But at least they're the best kind because there's no hangover after.
The best blackout I've ever had in my life.
But the best rewards. Love it.
Right. Love to hear it. So it sounds like y'all are ready for fall over there. And you and P are Dora exploring, hitting all the libraries, all the parks, and you're blacking out at bookstores. Love to hear it.
I mean, what's better? And then don't forget fall and football. Football started, well, it really technically started Thursday, but today's the first Sunday. And the Redskins or Commanders, whatever the fuck you want to call them, but they're always going to be Redskins to me. They play today. They play against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm sporting my Washington Commanders shirt today, and it's a beautiful day here just to kick off some football Sunday.
We beat the Panthers 47-10. Who dat say they gonna beat them Saints, baby?
Anyways, since it's been literally 7 years, what have you been booked with?
Dude, I just have been getting my life back together. Had to take some time off from the pod. Sad.
Thank God you're back. RIP to you during that time.
But we're back, so all good in the hood. I really haven't been booked with that much besides working, reading, buying books. I did start strength training again, so getting back in the gym, getting back into my little morning routine where I'm waking up, going on my walks with Posey and going to the gym, just getting it all done in the morning so when after work can relax and read.
The song that just came in my head is working on my fitness.
In the gym, just working
on my fitness. That's who's my witness? What does she say?
He's my witness. He's my witness. Yeah. I need a witness.
Doesn't matter. I work on my fitness and my witness doesn't witness. So,
one of these days. I did recently go to San Diego, which was much needed. And I'm literally obsessed with San Diego all over again.
So pretty.
So freaking pretty.
I actually have never been to San Diego, but I've heard amazing things. My brother lived there for a little bit. I've always wanted to go, and your little Instagram stories looked really enticing.
I guess we'll have to go. Okay, so that's what I've been booked with. Have you purchased any new books? Because, we've been on a little hiatus for a little over a month. We follow each other on Bookstagram, so I know that you have been buying books. You know that I have been buying books. Even though last time we were on the pod, I was on a book buying ban and that ban was lifted. I just need to stop putting myself on book buying bans because I don't follow them.
Yeah, why?
I go overboard and then I'm like, okay, girl, you need to chill. Buy yourself a new outfit, maybe. I don't know.
When I first got my library, I was very much into my used book, and which was great. But then now I'm I see all these beautiful limited edition books, and I'm I'm into the limited editions. Unfortunately, I just ordered a limited edition set of Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, and my God, it is perfection. I can't wait till I get it. And I
I
ordered
can't wait to see it.
I ordered a Fairy Loot version of Wisteria, which is the third book of the Belladonna series that I'm going to start soon. I can't wait. And
Wait, don't start that without me.
everybody is talking about these books, and if I hear one more person tell me to read those books, I'll scream. Okay, and so long story short, I tried to get last weekend. I tried to go to the used bookstore. No, I didn't try. I got really good. I got like so many books for $25. I got 2 of the hardcover Harry Potters because I'm going to do that collection for Peyton for when she gets older. This weekend, I had to get my dress altered, and there's a Barnes and Noble at where the alterations is, and I went there, and at least I signed up for the reward, so every $100 I got $5 off. So I got $5 off my purchase. But I did buy some books, but I try to get all genres. I tried to be picky with it, even though I got 5. Jesse was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, "Sorry." And
You're
my
like, it's my
birthday's
birthday month.
weekend. Yes,
You're like,
birthday's next weekend, so that means I should get more books.
yeah. Oh my God. Did you send him the TikTok challenge, the birthday one that you
Yeah.
have to do that, Whitley?
So I sent it, and yes, I want to. You think he'll let me? Probably not. I'll go
Oh,
insane.
I feel like you should do it.
I'm about it.
Same. I want to do it on my birthday, even though I don't have a significant other to do it with or to buy my books. Like I would be spending my own money
I'm about
and
it.
stuff.
Okay, well, yeah, the month before your birthday month, what books have you bought recently? Because, girl, I know you've been freaking buying books.
I did buy a book in San Diego at this cute bookstore. And then I bought, this is the one that I got from Meet Cute Romance Bookshop. My Heart Still Beats. Cute cover. I got this book on Friday. It's called Their Vicious Games. The cover's sick.
Yeah.
And then I got another Rebecca Yarros book.
I think I
The
have that
Last
one.
Letter.
Or no, I've heard that's a one that I see all the time.
Okay, good.
They're
And
like crying ones.
Oh, awesome. Can't wait. And then I got this book. I saw it on somebody's TikTok, The Home Wreckers. So I got it. And then, oh my God, I'm so excited about this one. You with a View. I love that cover.
Yeah, that is pretty. I like that.
And then I got You've Been Served, which is about attorneys or something like that. I don't know. We'll see.
You and
But
your
those are the
romance.
books. Dude, I know. I didn't get any. Did I get any thrillers? I don't even know.
No, that was all romance. That's like,
Well, I bought a lot of books in August too. So these are all September so far. But
blessed.
I know, like, what are you doing? Those are the books that I bought. Let's move on.
Okay, so I got A Promise of Peridot, which is the second book of the Dawn of Onyx series. I got True Story, which is a thriller. And then I got Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez, because obviously I had to get that one. Then I got The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell, and I feel like I might have read that, but when I read the back of it, I don't think I have, and I was like, yeah, she's good. Let me get this one. And then last, I got the Glint, which is the most recent book of a Plated Prisoner series that everyone is telling me to read, and I want to read it, but the books are big. I have 3 of them. The 4th one just came out, and the 3rd one is thick. So I'm like holding it off because I know it will consume my life, but I really want to read the Belladonna series like I've talked about. So anyway, and they're all romance, fantasy, and thriller, so I stuck to all of my genres.
A round of applause for you. Way to be diverse. Okay, I need to diversify my portfolio. I just always gravitate towards my romance books, but I'm a thriller girly through and through. But there's just something about a romance cover that just sucks me in. I will start diversifying more, but I did buy a lot of thrillers this summer, so it's fine. It's fine.
What are your current obsessions?
Honestly, my obsessions right now are Sabrina Carpenter's new album, Short and Sweet, living rent-free in my head, always on repeat. I just love it. I'm obsessed.
It's just so good. Bedchem, chef's kiss.
Oh my God, I freaking love that song. Slim Pickens, Juno, Coincidence. I love Sharpest Tool too. I just love them all. This album is definitely going to wreck my Spotify Wrapped for the end of the year. I feel like.
It's funny. Yeah, because there's so many that I got obsessed with that I don't typically get obsessed with. Like Dua Lipa was really good. And then Sabrina Carpenter, I like her music, but I'm not really like a hardcore fan. but now I'm like,
Yeah.
this is really good.
I feel like she does snippy kind of cute jabs. Her music's just really catchy.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
like how she performs them when she's live. Oh, also, last month, I got a Kindle holder and a remote. And let me just say, it's a freaking game changer and I'm obsessed. I'm really obsessed with the holder because it also holds my iPad, which is really nice. And it just, I don't know why it took me so long to get these accessories. So now I'm just
Seriously.
obsessed with accessories as well, just any kind of accessory. I did get a clear case and I put my cowboy boot pop socket on there. So, you know, the Kindle accessory obsession is real, but those are really my obsessions. Oh, and I am really obsessed with Ella Langley's album Hungover. It came out at the beginning of August. She's country, so if you're into country music, look it up. Don't roll your eyes. I know you hate country.
Yeah, I've never heard of that shit. And I'm glad I did it.
Oh my God, you're such a freak of nature. Anyways, enough about my little obsessions. What are you obsessed with lately?
Okay, so I mentioned earlier special edition books. I keep looking out for them, unfortunately, and it's a problem that I need to stop. It's funny because I got the Kindle holder shortly after you. I had the clicker, but I don't know why I didn't get the Kindle holder. And it was funny. I put it up on my bed. I was just laying flat reading. Jesse walked in and he goes, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" So I'm obsessed with that. And then I got this pretty Kindle for my Kindle, like my cover. I have the clear cover, and then it's like a blank
page.
cardstock. Yeah, it's a one thing. It's so pretty. So I've been obsessed with that, and I've been looking out for some stickers too. Always obsessed with the books, but there's something else. Hold on, let me think of my life. Also, like sweatshirts, it's bad. Like I have them. I just love a comfy sweatshirt. You cannot tell me it does not give you the best feeling in the world. So I need to stop because every cute one I see, I buy.
Yeah, I love a good sweatshirt. When we went to Park City, I got 2 crew neck, and I think I've worn them so much and washed them so much, they're not even really that soft anymore because I was just so obsessed.
I know, but it's the worst and the best. Okay, but enough about me because my obsessions really don't change. What are you currently reading? I feel like I don't know what you're reading.
Oh, yeah. Dang, because last time we recorded this, I think we were both reading the same book at the same time, which was Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez.
Chef's kiss.
So good. We're going to do an episode on that too, so stay tuned. Right now, I'm currently reading Her Greatest Mistake by Hannah Cohen, which is a series, the Greatest Love series, and this is the first book. It's got 4 books, but she has a lot of series that are intertwined in one. So when I first started reading it, it had a family tree, a family map. It's an NHL sports romance book, and you know, those are my favorite. I love a good sports romance book, but I'm trying to read all 3 books in the series because her 4th one comes out at the beginning of October. Yeah, so I'm like, I gotta hustle and bustle and read all the 3 books. So by the time her new one comes out, I'll be ready. And I'm like, I just have so many book series to read. So it's just very stressful time.
I feel you on that.
But what are you currently reading?
Okay, so currently I'm reading 2 books again because I have an arc that's called Undead Gods by Caitlin Battle, and it's actually so good. And it's basically about a girl who lives in a land that they took all their magic away, but she has magic hiding and she's part of the crown, right? So like her dad's the king, and it's basically like her trying to like not die. That's what I'm going to say because I don't really know. I'm in the middle of it, but it's really good. And then lastly, I'm reading the 3rd book of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. So I'm reading As Good as Dead, and because of the Netflix show, but I don't know if anybody knows about it, but it's basically about a girl. She's in high school. She basically has a podcast, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and she's solving these murders and mysteries around her town that just happened. So the 3rd one's intense, and I'm not saying where I'm at right now because holy shit, I'm stressed.
I can't remember if I read that 3rd one.
If you didn't, you have to. It is insane.
Oh, no,
I'm not gonna.
I did. I rated it 5 stars. You want to know what my book review is? As Good as Dead?
No. Is it going to give anything away?
No.
Okay.
It goes, still having heart palpitations.
Yes. I'm like, fuck. I'm like in the stressful part of both books, and I'm like, which one do I read? I need to know. But anyways, it's good, and I can't wait to watch the series on Netflix to see how much matches it. Anyways, that's what I'm reading.
Speaking of Netflix shows, have you seen the trailer or the promotion for The Perfect Couple?
I think so.
With Nicole Kidman?
Yes.
Yes, well, that is a book. Did you know that?
I know. I know. I think I've read it.
You have?
What is it? One Perfect Couple or a perfect? What is
No,
it?
The Perfect Couple by Ellen Hildebrand.
Oh no, but oh, that's on the Netflix. This I think I have it. I haven't read it.
Dude, you have got to read the book before you even watch the show because the book was so good. But I just watched the trailer of the show and the show looks so freaking good. I love Nicole Kidman. She's a great actress.
And see, I like when they do books to shows because they have the availability of time to make it actually be the book.
Right.
So that's why I'm really interested about A Good Girl's Guide to Murder and the show. And I really wanted to read everything before, even the novella. Like I had the novella, but that's like super fast, obviously, so I can finish that fast. But that's why I want to, because I want to, critique it fully.
Right. Yeah. I was thinking about if I wanted to reread the book just to go back and have that context. It looks so good. I don't even care.
How many books?
A little time. Before we dive into It Ends With Us, we want to issue a trigger warning. This episode will include discussions about sensitive topics such as domestic violence and abuse. If you find these topics triggering, we encourage you to prioritize your well-being and consider skipping this part of the episode. So now we can finally dive into why y'all are probably mostly here, because we're talking about the very anticipated movie It Ends With Us. The book is by Colleen Hoover. It came out in 2016, a romance, but at the end of the day, I don't really think it's a romance, but I mean, kind of.
Yeah, her books are kind of like romance, like suspense, like Verity is definitely thriller or whatever, but like
Yeah.
her books are like all around like love romance, but I feel like it's like, I mean, that's more of a romance. It's just not a happy romance.
It's a triggering romance, we'll say that.
Yeah, that's the truth.
For those of y'all who haven't read the book, don't know anything about it, this novel follows Lily Bloom, a young Bostonian woman opening a flower shop who falls for a neurosurgeon named Ryle Kincaid. Their relationship appears perfect, but as they start to fall in love and navigate their life together, Lily discovers Ryle's troubling side, and it starts bringing up memories of her abusive father and her childhood love, Atlas Corrigan. Things become even more complicated when Lily's first love, Atlas, re-enters her life. The central conflict revolves around Lily's struggle to reconcile her feelings for both men. This book just deals with a lot.
Yeah, a lot of shit. As you're saying that, I didn't even know Atlas's last name. What was it?
Corrigan.
Corrigan? I don't remember that at all. That's funny. Was that in the book?
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember
Okay.
Kincaid and Lily Bloom, of course, but I don't know. I don't know why I didn't know Atlas's.
Remember when she got the magazine and his name was in it too? Because wasn't he number one? Remember when it was like the best businesses of the year or whatever?
Yeah, but I think they really talked more about the name of his restaurant. I mean, they did say the owner, I'm sure they said whatever, but it wasn't like a thing.
I don't really remember, but yep, that's his last name.
Yeah. Interesting.
Okay, so I want to know first, I want to know your book rating. Then I want to know your movie rating, not based off the book. And then I want to know your movie rating based off the book. So tell me your book rating.
So it was a while ago, but I'm pretty sure my book rating was 5 stars. And now my movie rating, not based off the book, it's out of 5, right? We're out of 5?
5.
Okay. So the movie not based off the book, I would say 4. The movie based off the book, 3. What about you?
Okay, so I definitely know I gave the book 5 stars. I remember when I first read it, I was obsessed with it. Okay, so my movie rating, not based off the book, I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars.
Okay.
So my movie rating based off the book, I would give it 3 out of 5.
So you only give it 0.5 more, not based off the book. You can't separate it. You can't separate it.
I really can't. I think I'm going to change my rating. My rating, not based off the book, I think I would go with, actually, I'm just going to keep it at 3.5. I was going to give it a 3.75.
Just go with the 4, bro.
I'm trying so hard not to give it a 4.
Why? I mean, it's a good movie.
That's way too close to a 5. And it was, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. So that's my 3 stars.
Okay, fine.
Let's talk about our initial reactions of the movie.
All right, well, let's start with you.
Okay, so my initial reactions, it felt really rushed. There wasn't a lot of character development. I felt like I loved the trailer more than the actual movie. I don't know why, but those are my initial reactions. Also, another initial reaction was I wanted more Atlas. And I know everybody keeps saying Atlas is in the second book. Atlas is in the second book. I don't care. Atlas still had his time and his story, and it ends with us. So he needed to be part of this movie more. Like, I feel like there was no build up. Like, we didn't get to see a lot of relationship building. And another one, no chemistry. I did not feel or see any chemistry between Lily and Ryle in the movie, but I did see that between Lily and Atlas. So that was just very weird.
Is that biased based on what you know now about that? Probably.
No, that was this is my initial reaction, like after seeing the movie and not watching any TikToks about it, not reading anything about drama or anything. Like, this is just, as soon as I saw the movie and I was talking to my friend about it, that we went and saw it together, they met and all of a sudden they were in a relationship, and I know they showed like snippets of them going and doing things, but there wasn't a lot of talking. There wasn't a lot of, I just feel like, how did we get here all of a sudden? But those are just my initial reactions. What about you?
So I agree. Okay, it was definitely rushed, but I remember myself like being in the movie, like looking at the time, being like, I don't want to say bored, because I did like it, but like I was kind of just like, it was kind of like uneventful, right? Like, how do I say that? I don't know. All in all, I thought it was good. I was really freaking pissed off about the Ellen portion. That was such a big part of the book, and the fact that nothing other than a snippet of her show in the background in one scene was a part of it. Like, that was even a big fight between Ryle and Lily, was the one of like when he finds the Ellen letters and like, what the freak? So that really made me upset. I told Jesse, I was like, why the fuck is the Ellen shit? And I do think they skipped out on a lot of Atlas parts. Like, they shouldn't have skipped out on, like, yes, they stuck to some big scenes that obviously needed to happen, but like, remember when they definitely skipped out on the Atlas portion of the book, I think, which made me sad because he was probably my favorite part of the movie. And then her outfits, bro, were so distracting. Like, it was like, I don't even remember Lily being described as anything close to that. Like, I mean, she was like artistic and whatever, because flowers, whatever. Never did I think that was described in the book. And so when every scene, I was like, so I couldn't even pay attention to the like what was happening, because I was like, what the fuck is she wearing? Where's this layer? Why is this layer here? Her shoes were pretty good most of the time, but them, the shoes with the it was always a like, what? I don't even know how to explain it, because it was just so much going on in the outfit.
I know. I did not picture Lily Bloom wearing a Carhartt jacket. The hair when remember the one scene where they're at the birthday party? Yes. Oh my God. I was like, where is that? And that was
my favorite outfit of her. Like, those boots and the dress, like, that was my favorite one. And that's saying something. And then she came in with that fucking poof hair. And I'm like, bro, what is happening?
Also, the outfits and the wigs were bad.
Yeah. And I'm mad because I feel like she spent more time at, I don't know. It was just a lot went on, but nothing went on. And it was like,
Agreed.
Yeah.
I know, because it was over 2 hours. And I was like, what? I feel like there was more music and snapshots than actual conversation.
Yeah. No, I agree with you on that. There wasn't really like conversations, and they were very short conversations when they happened. Yeah. It was weird.
Surface level conversations. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then also, did you notice Colleen Hoover making cameos in the movie? Like, she was at the birthday party.
Dude, what? No.
I didn't see that either.
No, dude, I did not know she was in there at all. What?
No, my friend told me, she was like, oh, did you see Colleen in the movie? And I was like, no.
Dude, oh my God, I had no idea. Look at her.
That's so hilarious.
Whatever. I do love that for her, though.
I mean, why not? But that's just so funny.
You know you made it big when you're in your own books movie.
Right. Okay, so those are our initial reactions. So before we talk about the comparisons of the book to the movie adaptation, let's talk about the casting of the movie. So what are your thoughts about the casting? How do you think the actors did? Did it match your vision of the book? Tell me all the things.
Okay, so Ryle Justin Baldoni did the part so well in the movie. Like, he did a really great job. Really amazing.
Yeah.
But like, when I first, like, his physical image of him him, and I don't want that to be a bad thing, but like it was just not it for me. It's not what I pictured.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be like the hottest of the hot guys ever. Like that's why things were so hard for her to turn him down in the beginning, right? And like he wasn't that. But he did play the part really well. Like he did an amazing job in the movie. Lily, definitely not what I pictured. And I know you disagree with me, but I don't think Blake Lively did a terrible job. She didn't do great, but she didn't do terrible. Like there were parts when I was just like when she said the part in the hospital, like it ends with us. Oh my God. I was like, girlfriend, that was just not it for that. And there were just scenes when she would say things and I was just like, I just don't love it. I don't love the acting here. So,
Yeah.
and then she just seemed older than like what I also pictured, right? And like, not that she's old, but like, I don't know. Lily was supposed to be like recently out of college, right? Or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, she was definitely in her early 20s.
Yeah. And then Alice, 5 stars. Amazing. Perfect. Looked the part, acted the part. Love him. Obsessed. He did great. So nothing wrong in that front. Okay, but what about you?
Okay, so I'll go in the same order that you did. So Justin, I agree with what you said. I thought he played the character of Ryle very well. Was he what I pictured when I read the book? Absolutely not. But did he do great? Yes. I feel like Justin Baldoni, he really got into character. Like, I feel that Justin probably read the book, you know? I don't think Blake Lively read the book because what the heck? Okay, so one, Blake is not who I pictured as Lily at all. When I was reading this book, I immediately went to the redhead in Riverdale. What's her name? She's so pretty.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I immediately thought of that girl, or even the one chick, she's older, but Isla Fisher, I think.
Yeah. But I can see that being Lily Bloom.
Yeah. So I was just already not into it once I found out it was Blake. And don't get me wrong, I love Blake. I think she's great. Loved her in Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Loved her in Gossip Girl. And I felt like I was getting more of those characters in this movie than Lily.
Because I bet you it's because of the time she played those characters were that like age range for her, right? Like, I mean, Sister Traveling Pants, they were like in high school or college. I think they were high school. And like, same with Gossip Girl. But like, I feel like she tried to put herself back into that.
Yeah, but it just didn't come out right. Blake didn't really do it for me. He wouldn't win an Oscar over this performance. Let's just say that. But who am I? I'm no movie critic. Don't come for me. She's just not who I pictured. And she didn't give what Lily was giving. Okay. And then Brandon, who played Atlas, he was literally perfection. His voice was just doing things to me that shouldn't be done. I was just like, where did you come from? I've never seen you before. You're beautiful, amazing, brilliant. Brandon.
Oh, well.
We love you.
Listen to the pod. Hit me up.
Whitley, you're married.
Well, I was saying that for you.
Oh, okay. I was like,
LOL.
You can have all of them. Okay. Save some for the rest of us.
I can.
No, absolutely not. I will take Travis over Brandon.
I'll fight you, babe.
They kind of, I don't want to say
give off the same vibes in a sense, masculinity wise.
Well, they just have similar, they just have similar vibes, like the mustache, and then just like Travis's new style is matching Brandon's red carpet looks that I've seen. Oh, wait, let's talk about young Lily and young Atlas. So I really liked young Lily.
Me too.
And I really liked young Atlas. I have no bad things to say about either of those. It's crazy how much young Lily resembled Blake Lively with her wig. True.
And her mannerisms.
Yes.
And the way she spoke, all of it. She did so good.
Yeah. Dang, I wonder if she would have played older Lily. Okay. Okay, I'm going to stop. So let's talk about comparisons to the book. They did make some major changes in the movie. I feel like we have the opinions we have because of some of the changes that they made. So what changes did you notice?
So like I mentioned, the freaking Ellen part, like that was a massive portion of the book. Like there was probably 20 chapters of just her writing to Ellen, and those are just cut. Like that really made me mad, so mad.
Yeah,
because that was a big part of their relationship too,
and her obsession with the show.
Yeah, because didn't Ellen write back to her at the end? I feel like she did.
I don't know. I feel like something happened with that.
Yeah, I mean there was obviously the big fight between her and Ryle about the letters, and like so they changed that scene into like him finding. What did he find?
Oh,
or did they take that out? Because I remember the phone number was a thing.
I think it was the tattoo. Oh, yeah. So the first part was him finding his business card or something.
And her phone,
But then he kept asking about the
the
tattoo.
tattoo. Because I
And then
did, the
did he
tattoo wasn't in the
finally
book, was
Yeah,
it?
I don't remember. Or remember he did carve out that little heart, remember? But was it actually a heart in the book?
I honestly don't even remember that. I don't know.
Me either.
Okay, so what other parts in the movie did they take out that you noticed? Because obviously I said Ellen, so what about you?
A big part of the book that they did not add into the movie was when she was staying at Atlas's house and they
Yes.
had all his friends there and they were playing poker. In the movie, it made it seem like she was only there for a night or two, but she was
Yes.
there for a while.
No, that
And
made me so mad.
yeah, I feel like so much happened during that one time. And yeah, they can only make the movie so long, but they could have at least put the part where all his friends were there playing poker and her like getting more settled in because she was there for a lot longer. But I wish they would have added that part into the movie. I don't even care if it would have just been the poker scene or anything. I just needed more Atlas and more of their time during that period where she was not with Ryle.
No, I agree. That was like another big part that like kind of brought them more together, like her and Atlas. Right. And it was so breezed
Yeah.
over in the movie. I was like, bro, that was a huge part. Like, that's when you get a lot of her and Atlas, other than the flashbacks, right? But that's when you get a ton of her and Atlas, like in present day in the book. So why the fuck are you
Right.
going to brush over that? We love Atlas.
Exactly. Literally, Atlas made the movie and he was barely in it.
Yes. Like, what the fuck, bro?
So let's move on.
Okay.
If you could change anything in the movie, what would you change?
How less Atlas is in the movie and how they took out the Ellen. I would definitely bring that in. And I will say the outfits of Lily and the casting of Lily and Ryle. Yeah.
Also, quick question. What did you think about Ryle's sister in the movie, Lily's best
I was
friend?
thinking about that. I think she did good. I think that was a good, like I've seen her in other things and I think she played the part well. Like I don't know. I have no grievances against her in my eyes. What about you?
I don't remember her in the book, so I can't really attest to the actress that played the friend in the movie, but I thought the friend in the movie did a really good job. She was funny, a little quirky out there, just very woohoo.
Yeah.
So I think she brought a lot of energy to the movie, which I like.
Okay, so then what would you change?
What would I change? I'm starting off, I'm recasting the movie besides Atlas. Also, I didn't really care for the mom in the movie.
Oh my God, I don't remember her in the movie. Who was she?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, I would change the outfit. Ew.
Yeah.
I think, they really did take out some iconic things because remember when Atlas was telling Lily, just keep swimming, and that was just a really big thing in the book.
I will not let that go. It was so massive.
Yes. And what else? I don't know. I feel like I would change like the structure of the movie and the details. So what I did like Atlas.
I know. I'm trying to think about what I liked. I mean, obviously I loved Atlas. I did love the flashbacks of the like I thought they portrayed the flashbacks of the younger ones. I think they did really well. Other than Ellen, I won't get onto that, but I think they portrayed that whole thing. Like they didn't leave anything else out other than Ellen. So that was good. I did like the like aesthetic of the movie, if that sounds like something, like how they like Boston. I don't know, they made me like love Boston more than I've always wanted to go to Boston, as you know, I've been wanting to go. But they made me like love the vibes of it and like I don't know, seemed like a somewhere I would love to go.
Yeah. Hint, hint.
Hint.
Shots fired. We're going to Boston.
I've been trying. God. Birthday surprise. Just kidding. No, I did like the aesthetic of the movie. I like enjoyed that. And I really enjoyed, I don't know, I think they did portray the domestic violence portions of the book well. like with how they kind of broke
Mm-hmm.
it up of like what she thought she saw in the beginning of like a scene, right, when he pushed her down the stairs or something, versus like what
Right.
actually happened later. Like I like how they played that out to show like as a viewer's like eyes in the beginning, like, in the beginning it just looks like, oh,
An
like,
accident.
yeah, an accident. And then they bring it back and you're like, oh shit, like that really did happen. Right. So it's like, I did like
Right.
that. They did that well, which is obviously the main point of the book and the movie, which is
Right.
great. And they got that right. But yeah.
I know,
And
because
yeah.
in the kitchen scene, because it does look, because he like burnt his
Yeah.
hand, so it kind of looks like a jerk reaction, like you're like,
Yeah.
oh, like, and then
Yeah.
he was just like, popped her out,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, shit. You're like,
So-
wait, hold the phone. Like, was
Literally.
that on purpose or was that an accident? And then
Exactly.
she got a freaking pushed her down the stairs. I'm like, what the hell? Like, you're a neurosurgeon. That reminds me, because his hand got messed up, and remember he had that really big surgery
Yes.
in the book, but in the movie,
No, they talked about it in the
she
movie.
yeah, they did. It was a big thing in the book because he didn't know if he could move his hand a certain way, and he like really needed it for the surgery. But in the movie, he just went on to do the surgery.
I feel like they just didn't really focus on him being a neurosurgeon as much, which is fine.
Yeah. So we kind of already talked about things that we hated. The outfit. There was no Ellen. There was no
chemistry, no details, no conversation.
yeah. Also, okay, so when you were in your movie and she asked for a divorce right after she delivered the baby and she
Yeah.
was going through the whole spiel, she was like, would you tell your daughter to stay? That whole part, she
Yeah.
was so unserious. It was just so
Weird.
and I think she said, I want a divorce. And she said it so unserious and kind of with I don't know, like a subtle smirk on her face. Everybody in the movie just started laughing. Did that happen at yours too?
No, because I don't think anybody laughed, but we went on a Tuesday night and like there was not a lot of people there. Like you went in the beginning. Yeah. So
yeah, I went the day before it came out.
Yeah.
And the movie theater was packed. And yeah, the whole theater was just like, is this a joke?
Well, like I said earlier too, like when she delivered the "It Ends With Us" line to Emerson, I was like, girlfriend, you could have done better.
Right.
I feel like she didn't even try on that scene.
I know. That was probably the first take, and they were like, that was amazing.
Yeah.
We got it. I was like,
What the fuck?
no.
Dude, no.
And it also makes me think about like Justin Baldoni, who was the producer. I think Blake Lively, she was co-producer maybe. I don't know. I'm just thinking to myself, y'all watched this back and y'all thought it was just amazing.
It was not it.
I have so many critiques. I'm just not even going to get into it, but we've already gotten into it, so y'all know.
I mean,
but
okay, so you kind of like, we can segue into though, there was like drama with the cast. You saw that, well, as you mentioned, you didn't think there was a lot of chemistry between Justin and Blake. So what is the drama? Because I know you were the one who brought this to my attention before I even knew about it. So you might as well segue us
honestly,
in.
I don't even know what all the drama is because there's just too much. But it seems that Blake was promoting a romance, whimsical, like fluffy kind of movie, and Justin was promoting the domestic violence, like getting out of a tumultuous relationship. And it was just like nobody was in alignment.
Yeah.
And it was just weird.
Well, it's funny too, like I did see a lot of this before I saw the movie and after, is a lot of people said like the trigger warnings were not there in the trailer. They were not there really. Like I know they had them in the beginning, like but you were in the movie. But like it's weird because those are some like serious topics, and they really like the trailer especially like made me forget about the domestic violence, to be honest.
Yeah.
It made me just think of like love, that you had a love and then you had your long lost love, whatever. And then I was like, oh yeah. And then, well, it's weird because she was the one being abused and she was the one who like wasn't really promoting that portion of it when I think she should have been the main person to do it.
Right. And be like talking about women in domestic violence and the struggles women face. And it was more so Justin who was talking about that and
the men's side of it too.
Stuff.
Yeah, I think he brought up the men's side
of it. Yeah. He was we just saw it more so from Justin. I didn't see any clips or anything where Blake was talking about it, so I can't speak to if she ever was promoting it that way.
Yeah.
We truly don't know, but most of the interviews I saw, she was saying, oh, it's about romance and like nothing about the abuse and the trauma, what the story is based upon.
Yeah. And I mean, I really didn't dive into like anything. It's interesting because I feel like sometimes I get nervous with the social media, like how the media portrays things, because they obviously portray it in a way they want you to see it. So like you said, I don't know if Blake did promote it or did not. Like we don't really know. But from the looks of it, didn't seem like she did. But again, it could have just been how they wanted us to see it.
Right. I don't know. And I feel like maybe the cast could have done an overall better job. I mean, it didn't look like they were promoting together. So maybe that could have been another thing. I didn't really see much on Brandon, but again, he was not really in the movie to begin with. So
there wasn't much on him. It was mainly Ryle or Justin and Blake, really.
Yeah.
That I saw.
So did you see a lot of people, a lot of fans that really loved the movie? Were they in the middle? Did they hate it from what you saw?
I'm glad you asked. So Bookstagram perspective, a lot of the followers, like some of my, like, I'll say Bookstagram friends really loved it. Like they said it was great. Like it connected to the book so much. Like there was a lot of good positive praise on Bookstagram, right? Which is interesting because I feel like Bookstagram can be very critical, but you just never know too. But like my personal friends, like you, Tay, I think there was one other, maybe it was Aaron. I don't know. You guys all said like you fucking stressed me out, bro. Because you were like, I'd be surprised if you like it, and I'm like, God damn it. So if I like anything, I'm fucked. So I'm like freaking out. But so you said that stressed me out, and then Tay saw it the day after me, and she was like, it was meh, and I was like, oh my God, okay. And then I don't think Aaron saw it yet, but all my close people were like, I don't know, didn't love it, and then everyone else was like, loved it. Like I don't know. I haven't seen any like non-close friends say they hated it. You know, like I haven't seen a lot of backlash on Bookstagram, which is interesting. What about you?
Yeah, I was just gonna say the same thing. I feel like I saw a lot of Bookstagrammers saying how much they loved it, and I was confused because I was wondering what movie that I watched. Did we watch the same movie? But when I got on TikTok, the people were not happy. They weren't happy with how the movie was promoted. They didn't like a lot of things that we talked about, things that were missing, important things, the outfit, the casting. So I don't know. I feel like it went either way. People really loved it or they were just not into it. Didn't love it, didn't hate it.
Well, it's interesting too, because if you think, as you say that, I'm like thinking about those two spaces. Like I do feel like Instagram is a more positive vibe space, because like there are a lot of people who like don't say they won't post about their 3 or less star books. So I'm like, if I give a book 3 stars, I'm gonna tell you so you know what you like what I thought about it.
Yeah.
I haven't had it in a long time, but I have had them in my life. And I've DNF'd many books in my life. No, it's because dude, this year, I'm not kidding. Like I have gotten so many good books. Like I just picked it, but I DNF'd a book in the beginning of this year, Fireborn. Fuck that book. It was like 2 stars, honestly. Like I had such high hope, because somebody on TikTok said it was like one of these that was going to be like Iron Flame or whatever the fuck. And it was not. I didn't finish that. I did not finish Hello Beautiful, which was like some Oprah Winfrey, like New York Times bestseller. That shit went the fuck on and on. And I was like, I'm done. I'm out. This is not worth my time. I will DNF a book like no one's business. But like, I haven't had that.
I'm so jealous because I cannot DNF a book to save my life. Do you know how bad I wanted to DNF Beach Read?
I can't believe. I loved Beach Read. And so many people love it too. So I'm like, crazy that you didn't like it.
That's so funny because I talked to some of my Bookstagram friends and they're like, yeah, I didn't like it. And it's just so crazy the difference of opinion everybody has about the same book.
Yeah.
We're getting off topic.
I do think, and to say to your point, I think that's based on everybody's mood. If I'm going to read a rom-com book when I'm in a mood for fucking fierce fantasy, I'm not going to love it. I'm not going to love the comedy. Or the romance. I'm not going to love it because it's not what I'm in the mood for. That's why I try to tell you I'm not trying to read a romance when I'm in that mood of deep, dark work and
Yeah.
whatever. Anyway, so back to what I was saying about TikTok and Instagram. Instagram is very like fluffy, pretty, like this is beautiful, everything's happy, great. Book talk or like TikTok, book talk is very much of like fuck this, yes this, no this,
Yeah.
whatever. Like it's kind of just like to the point, and they people are not afraid to say I
Yeah.
don't like this or I do like this. And like I think that's what I don't know, because I feel like on TikTok people don't give a fuck who you are. They just want your content. And like Instagram, it's more about who you are and people want to know who you are. They're interested in like what you
Right.
do, who you are. Like I don't know. So that's probably why.
Instagram is just the aesthetic.
Perfect.
TikTok is just like be yourself. We don't care if you
Fuck
look
'em.
like Ragdoll. We love you.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, so we're going to wrap this up. We've discussed all the things. I think we've basically wrapped up our final thoughts. I think we're both on the same page. Like, we didn't love the movie and we didn't hate it. Hopefully, it starts with us is way better than it ends with us.
Well, it should be, because there's going to be a ton more Atlas.
Yeah, so it should be a banger.
Let's hope.
So, would you say we're on the same page?
Yeah, I think we're on the same page, though. I really do, because I think we didn't love it. We didn't hate it. Just like you said, they definitely missed some major things that they could have not missed. I do believe, all in all, it's hard to fit books into movies. That's why the books are always better, because of the time. Right? That's why, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I do love that they're doing TV shows, because I feel like they have a lot more time.
Yeah, I really like our books into TV show adaptations better than books into movie adaptations. So I have really high hopes for Fourth Wing, but I'm also like super scared. But we'll talk about that later.
I'm so glad they're doing a TV show for that, because I would have been livid.
Yeah, so fingers crossed on that. Well, that's a wrap on this discussion. We hope you enjoyed this episode about our thoughts on It Ends With Us. If you're not already, make sure you're following the podcast at Today is Booked on Instagram and TikTok, and make sure you're following Whitley at books.with.wit on Instagram and TikTok as well. Make sure to rate the podcast on Spotify and Apple, and subscribe and follow. And if you're feeling supportive, you can write a review, and we'd love you forever.
Good or bad, I guess.
Make sure they're all good. Don't play. No, but really, we appreciate all your support. Thanks for listening. And we'll be back next week for One Perfect Couple by Ruth Ware. We have a thriller coming for all our thriller readers out there.
Remember,
Today is booked.
and tomorrow isn't looking good either.